Hey everybody, I hope you're having a lovely day. My name is Kaiva Rose and I'm here to offer you the astrology insight for the week of May 4th through the 10th. And before I begin, I'd like to thank all my patrons for all their support. And if you'd like to become a patron and receive these videos ahead of the general public, as well as discounts off your reading, you can go to patreon.com/Kaiva Rose. And so this week we're focusing on the dream. And if we want to focus on the dream, we have to know what the dream is, right? Sometimes we go through life and we just kind of go through steps, and we don't necessarily consider what we are manifesting or even what we want. So let's start from that square one of the dream. The dream is an energy. It's a frequency. So really ask yourself, what are you desiring to feel? Start there. That's the dream. What comes manifest when you call in that energy is something entirely gonna be what you want, but it's something entirely different than you could maybe even expect. So to have these expectations on what the end product, end person, end thing looks like is really kind of selling yourself short, which is what happens to a lot of people when they go after dreams that are set up by other people, like big houses and cars, and then they get there and it's empty. It has nothing to do with the feeling that they really wanted to experience. And so let's start with the feeling. What is it? What do you need to feel like you're living your most ideal life? Starting this week's astrology report on Thursday the 4th, we have Venus square Neptune and Venus sextile Jupiter. In order to live the dream, you ought to know what the dream is that you're looking for. So starting this day, early on, we have Venus square Neptune, and you're gonna feel that desire to just get fully into that fantasy, that dreamy realm, but you might also feel very distracted by all the options in the physical world, all the things that you're curious about. So think about the core energy of all of those things that you want to manifest, that you want to experience. What is it that you're actually looking for energetically? That's the dream. That's where you focus your attention, because when we think about Venus square Neptune or Venus and Neptune in general, it's not about what's manifest. It's not about what's long lasting. It's about that energy. It's about that dream. It's about feeling. So what do you feel you want from all of these things that you are curious about experiencing? What do they have to say about that dream energy? Because later on in the day, when Venus is sextile Jupiter, this is when the energy is going to be about allowing that curiosity to explore, to meet new people, to have new interactions. This is when you can allow your curiosity to help you expand your identity and help you evolve how you are identifying yourself with other people and in the world at large. And so early in the day, allow yourself to get clear with that energy that you're seeking. Later in the day, go out and be curious. What happens if you interact with this person? What happens if you connect with this group of people? You never know until you try, and then once you know, and you can move on. On Friday the 5th, we have the lunar eclipse at 12:33 p.m. at 14 degrees Scorpio. Feel into that stillness and silence so you can embrace the opportunity to focus your awareness on those deep sensational feelings that are pulling your awareness towards where you are evolving. Ask yourself, what are you growing? What are you manifesting? Tune deep inward, because sometimes we are manifesting things and we just really have no idea that we are manifesting them. We go on this path and we just pretend we have this blindfold on and we don't know where we're going, but it's like you chose that path. You know where you're going. You've made causes in your past. You've planted seeds in the past. And if you would like to maybe change what you're growing, this would be a great opportunity, but it's also a really positive opportunity to feel into where you are evolving and to really honor where you are going and who you are and where the state of the world is going as well. Because as well today, there can be a deep emotional release of all of those feelings, that emotional intensity that you've been experiencing. You can release that today, as there is this opportunity to just further stabilize your life. So focus on what you're growing, what you're manifesting, by just really tuning deeply inward as far as where have you been putting your attention, where have you been putting your energy, because that is what is going to grow. So again, release all the past trauma, drama, all of those intense feelings, all of those things. Just let them go so that you can feel the stability that is growing right under your feet. On Sunday the 7th, we have Venus's ingress into Cancer. Venus in Cancer is all about honoring our feelings by taking care of our divine earth temple, which is our body, our home, and our close relationships. It's about finding the value of tending to those areas of your life and harmonizing them and bringing peace to them. Because Venus in Cancer is all about making sure that our spirit has a safe and secure home to come into. And so that is where we want to focus right now. It's kind of interesting because Mars is still in Cancer, but about to leave in about a week or so. And Mars's approach to taking care of this divine temple is like, look at this feeling, take care of this feeling, take care of this feeling, take care of this feeling. And it's really kind of been pushing us to honor what are we feeling and look at it, take care of it. Don't waste time. Don't put it off to the side. Take a look at it and make it and fix it, right? And when we look at Venus, her approach to tending to this divine temple is about feeling what you really need. And so this is where we bring pleasure. This is where we harmonize, because it's not necessarily about the external actions or the force or everything like that. Not saying Mars's approach is wrong to tending to our feelings, but Mars can have a tendency to do things that are maybe a bit rash, where Venus is more about let's harmonize these waters. Let's make you feel safe and secure. And so with Venus, we kind of want to make sure that we're not overdoing the pleasure and that we really are tending to our deep feeling of what is our soul? What is this divine being that we are bringing into this world? What is it that part of ourself needs? It's not about the physical body, because sometimes that Cancer can have us do things that are not necessarily, maybe overindulgence can be a thing. And so we want to make sure that we don't overindulge in things, that we are really tending to that feeling of needing to have peace, safety, and security. So what can you do in your life that can bring you that experience? And so it's really saying, who do you want to be loyal to? Who in your life really makes you feel valued? What in your life makes you feel valued? That's where you want to put your loyalty, because Cancer is a very loyal sign, especially Venus in Cancer. And so we want to make sure that wherever we are extending and whoever we are extending our personal space to is honoring of our feelings and our need for safety and security. On Tuesday the 9th, we have the Sun conjunct Uranus. When I imagine the Sun conjunct Uranus and Taurus, I imagine them wearing hard hats. And I see two men at a construction site that is yet to have construction begin, but they're surveying the area and they have their hard hats on and they're plotting out the future proactively as far as where things are going to go. This is the situation that we have at hand right now. We are all wearing our hard hats and we are all scoping out the landscape to see how can we proactively prepare for this evolution and how can we get beyond those limitations that once held us back. Do we need a bulldozer? Do we need a shovel? Like, what kind of materials, what kind of things do we need to help us break ground? And so give yourself the opportunity today to really tune deeply inward as far as where are you growing, how are you growing, where are you going, so that you can proactively set yourself up to make the process easier. On Wednesday the 10th, we have Venus sextile the North Node and trine the South Node. Honor your feelings, as this will encourage you to further move into those new habits and standards that are stabilizing your life. Choose to ground into what is helping you evolve so that you can have that internal peace that you desire. Deep feelings might come up today, but there's this opportunity to release them and let them go if you can allow yourself to balance the present with the past. And so allow yourself today to, maybe if those feelings come up, really ask yourself, how can you ground more into what is helping you evolve so that you can let go of those things that hold you back, those deep internal feelings that might just continuously get in your way. That's all for this week's astrology report. If you'd like a personal reading, you can contact me at 11kaivarose33.com. If you'd like to support my work and receive these videos ahead of the general public, as well as discounts off your reading, you can go to patreon.com/kaivarose. If you'd like to follow me, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and TikTok. And please do make sure to like, subscribe, and share these videos, as it does help to get this out there so that other people can appreciate it as well. And other than that, I wish you all a blessed day.